Hi everyone, this is the notes for 427. We'll do just a short topic. So we have the general equation now. We can see there's a general equation for conics. So the general equation of a conic is the form ax square plus bxy plus cy square. So it's basically ABC. So ax square, bxy, cy square, dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. Okay, now all the problems we've done so far, we have seen this form, the general equation, where b has been 0. In other words, we are dealing with the case ax square plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. Okay, now what does this bxy term do actually? When the b is 0, all the conics that we have seen where it's going to be, if it's a parabola, again the the axes and the directrix are all horizontal or vertical. Okay, ellipse also, it's all the axes are either horizontal or vertical. Okay. Same with the hyperbola, the axes are all either going to be horizontal or vertical. Okay, or vertical. Okay, we have not looked, but the xy term is dealing with any conic, with any, could be at any angle. So it could be a parabola, which is this shaped, and the directrix is therefore a slanted line. Okay, um, and we have not dealt with this case, but you can actually deal with this case, and we're not going to do this here, but or who knows, maybe at the end of the semester, if you have time, you can actually, we can rotate the axes. So we can rotate this guy so that it will become in the form which we can use one of our equations and do this. Here you can see the axes. So we've made a new x and y axes. We've rotated the whole axis actually. Okay, so our cases, we are always dealing with the b term is 0. Now, so let's see from all what this things we can gather from this general form about what kind of a conic it'll be. If a and c are both 0, then clearly we have the equation of a line, correct? If a or c is 0, so that means we either have just an x square term or just a y square term, then you know we are going to land up with a parabola, right? Because parabola is either x square is for py or y square is for px and the transformation. Okay, if we have a and c, a and c have the same sign, then if they have the same sign, we'll have an ellipse, because then we'll have the x square plus y square form, right? And if a is equal to c, then we clearly have a circle. So okay, and if a and c have opposite signs, then we'll have a hyperbola. Nice. Okay, now the general equation of the conic, so even in this case, ax square plus cy, ax square plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0, can gives the equation of a conic, but in some cases the graph turns out to be, so in some cases actually we get, instead of getting a parabola, so basically what do we have? Sorry, let me just rephrase. Say ax square plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. And if we complete the square and we get an equation, it could be then we can either we are getting a parabola from it. The graph would be that of a parabola or an ellipse. Again, with all of these, with the axes are either horizontal or vertical. So a parabola, ellipse, or a hyperbola. Or we could get actually just a pair of lines, a single point, or no point at all. That is no graph or no graph. Okay. And this is what we would call is these three cases is what we call we get a degenerate. Spelling is wrong. Degenerate conic. Okay, it's degenerate. All right. So let's do one example and see. So here is we have 9x squared minus y squared plus 18x. Oops. 18x plus 6y is equal to 0. Let's complete the square on this. Let's see, minus so we're adding plus 9. So whatever here we've added 9, so add 9 to the other side. Here we're actually half of negative 6 is negative 3, square of that is 9. But here we've actually subtracted 9, right? So we're going to subtract 9 on that side. So what we have is 9x plus 1 squared minus y minus 3 squared is equal to 0. Or therefore y minus 3 squared, taking it to the other side, is 9x plus 1 squared. Taking the square root of both sides and given the plus and minus case, so y minus 3 will turn out to be plus or minus 3x plus 1. Okay, so one case is y minus 3 is equal to 3x plus 3, or y is equal to 3x plus 6. And the other case we get y minus 3 is equal to minus 3x plus 1, or y minus 3 is equal to minus 3x minus 3. So y is equal to negative 3x. Okay. And we can just graph these lines. So it's negative 3x when x increases by 1, y decreases by 3. So this is one line passing through the origin, right? And the other one is the y-intercept is at 6. And when x increases by 1, y increases, when x increases by 1, y increases by 3. And this would be the other guy. And we can see this equation yields us a degenerate conic, which is essentially nothing but two intersecting lines, right? Let's look at if we had another one. Let's see if let's say I can make up one. Let's say we complete the square on something and we get this x minus 1 squared, right, over x minus 1 squared over 3 plus y plus 5 squared over 4. Okay, yeah, let's make it even 9. 4 equals 0. Okay, now can this will this ever have any, will this satisfy any equation, any point? Because yeah, only if x is the point x is 1 comma negative 5, right? 1 comma negative 5, would make this guy 0. So this is actually just a singular point, 1 comma negative 5, right? 1 comma negative 5. Okay. Okay, and we could even do one more, like if I did x minus 1 squared over 9 plus y plus 5 squared over 4 equals negative 3. Let's say we complete the square and this is what we land up with. This clearly can never, there is no x comma y that satisfies this equation, right? Because anything squared can never equal, a sum of some two things squared cannot equal negative 3. Okay, so this is with the degenerate case. Let's stop here.